Hi everyone, this is Angelica. Thank you so much for watching today. This video is called Staying Consistent on Your Spiritual Path. And I'm going to start doing more videos outside because it's so beautiful, it's getting sunnier, and as long as I can keep the equipment working properly, and I'm able to download the videos, and I'm going to keep it going. So let's see how it goes. So staying consistent on your spiritual path. This is a really good topic, something that we need to always be aware of, myself included. Staying consistent and disciplined in doing the things that you have to do now that you have become more spiritually enlightened. Okay, when you start waking up, you start realizing that there's things that must be done on an inner level, on a physical level, on a lot of different levels, so that you can become well enough to help others. And that's part of what I'm doing here with these videos, is I'm really trying to help you guys understand that through this awakening process, you are, in a sense, healing, becoming better, and I'm trying to raise you up or give you the inspiration, or maybe something I say can help you understand that you have what it takes to become who you were meant to become, and to shine your light and to help others. So that's my job currently, and what I'm trying to help you guys do. So one of the biggest things is being consistent. So when you first begin to awaken and you realize that there's things in your daily habit patterns, or your daily, the things that you do every single day that probably need to be changed a little bit, or elevated somewhat. Now I'll give you an example. For me, I've been on a spiritual path for a really long time, and one of the things that I like to work on is my physical health. And normally I run about 5 miles, 5-6 times a week. I try to stay consistent with that. And I notice that even when I stay consistent with that, my body is still trying to elevate me further. So today I ran 8 miles instead of 5. But I can remember when I first started on my path, I was only able to walk. And even some people aren't runners like me, but even if you're only able to walk in nature, perhaps you could probably do some yoga as well. Stretching and running they go together, because you need to stretch if you're running also. But to kind of wherever you're at. So if you are you don't even walk in nature, or even if you don't live near nature, just walk wherever you're at. Walk, because this is going to help you physically. It's going to help your mind and your body, or figure out different sports that you like to play, whatever, something that is good for you physically, and stay consistent with it. Consistency is key, and some people are better at being consistent and disciplined than others. For myself, I have a 5 life path, and I know some of the viewers have a 5 life path as well, because you guys have left me comments and you have emailed me concerning this. The 5 life path is called freedom and discipline, and so if you are working with the 5 life path, then you realize that you always kind of want to feel like you're free, and discipline is something that doesn't come easy to you. So if you have this life path, then becoming disciplined is something that you're supposed to do in this lifetime. And I feel I've gotten a lot better with it. And have realized that it's been one of my greatest gifts to get better with it, because it has enabled me to grow in my physical health, and in the health of all the other bodies that come along with this body. Spiritual, emotional, and mental. And those can sometimes be more difficult to train or to become better with. But I'm going to be working in future videos on all of those different bodies, because it's really important that we grow as whole human beings. And again, if I haven't gotten back to your messages, because I've been getting a lot, it's because I am working on something now where I'm going to be presenting information on how to work with all these elements together to become a fully awakened human, so that we can work, even though the outer world sometimes isn't going to be supportive of the changes and the spiritual growth that we're going through. We can become strong within ourselves and go out there and do what we need to do in order to make this happen, because that's why we're here. And if we're not being consistent with our daily habits and our daily schedules and our daily lives, then we're going to be scattered and we're not going to be growing like we need to grow. So if you're trying to eat a healthier diet, and you start small, possibly eating a salad every single day or whatever your thing might be, just staying in that routine. And usually after a few months, even after 30 days, but usually you want to give your body 3 months to go ahead and get used to that, and then add another thing. You don't want to overwhelm yourself, and but you do want to keep pushing yourself higher, because we are always evolving. We're always going higher. There's something that we can, push ourselves towards to become a higher version of ourselves, always. So we want to push ourselves not too far, but just a little past our normal comfort zone. And then once you do that, stay consistent with that, that new practice. Whether that is, prayer, or whether that is, some new mental technique that you've learned, or some emotional technique that you've learned that you're really trying to put into practice. Possibly it could be you're trying to be kind to everyone, and you catch yourself if you find yourself not doing that, and kind of, moving into more of a loving space, so that you're able to be that for everyone. So whatever it is, whatever is out of balance in your life, whether that's mental, emotional, spiritual, physical, whatever that is, you work with that one first, the one that's most out of balance. And I will be talking in the future about this a little bit more, so that you understand this whole idea and how to incorporate it into your life. Because if we are going through a spiritual awakening and we're having a hard time and we're kind of in this dark place and no one understands what we're going through, it's going to be really, it's going to be difficult for us to make healthy changes in our lives, because we're just dealing with so much already, and we're already sensitive, and we can already feel everything going on around us. So you want to make things easy for yourself, and you want to be gentle with yourself, and make sure you're moving in the correct direction, and just doing one thing at a time. Don't overwhelm yourself, but you do have a special purpose and mission here, and you want to kind of lift yourself out of that dark place if you can. You want to keep moving forward. You don't want to stay stagnant in that space, because you do want this to progress quickly, so that you can start doing what you're supposed to be doing. And I think some people, they could get stuck, and a lot of times if they get stuck, it's it's a mental, it's something in the thinking process that is a little bit off. Our mental process and the way we think about things really does have an effect on what we actually do as an action in our daily lives. So if you are currently smoking marijuana or doing any other kind of drugs or alcohol, that is going to perhaps have an effect on your thinking process, which is going to have an effect on your ability to be consistent in your other healthy habits that you're trying to incorporate into your life. So, but those things come with time, and you will, get better with those things. And yeah, so doing one thing at a time. The thing that you really you feel like you need to grow the most in, say that is your diet, then you're going to make a commitment to do that one thing every single day, and you're going to be very consistent with that. And if you've already been doing that one thing, then you're going to start adding the next thing in and start doing that consistently so that you can grow as a person and start moving out of this place into the next place. And things keep moving faster, and people keep learning this information more quickly. It's all about action, though. It really is. You got to actually do something. And I think with spiritual energy, the spiritual energy is not so action oriented sometimes. And so to really come into your physical body and actually do some action steps, they're really going to help you transform your life for the better and enable you to help others in the future. So, okay, I think that's all I wanted to say about this topic. And like I said, I'm definitely going to be sharing more with you guys soon about these topics. And I hope you're having a really good day. It's so beautiful. I hope it's beautiful where you're at. And I will talk to you soon. And thank you so much for watching. Bye.